Welcome aboard, cinephiles. I'm Titan. Let's watch fantasy movie, Dolittle. Dorrit, a skilled healer, is a veterinarian who can understand animal speech. And he is so famous that he has received awards from the Queen, and thus received a paradise that can accommodate many animals. At first, he and his beloved wife Lily ran this place together, a manor dedicated to rescuing animals. But as an adventurer, Lily, not content with a peaceful life, and in the process of accompanying Lily on her adventures, Dorrit formed a team of various animals, joined the expedition, a happy life. It soon ended with Lily's death. After losing both of them, Dorrit immediately closed the manor and lived an isolated life. Although the adulteress and her brother make a living by hunting, but Tommy doesn't want to hurt anyone. When he was forced to shoot, he accidentally injured a squirrel, so he ignored the accusations from his father and brother, trying to find someone to treat the squirrel. His kind deed was quickly noticed by Polly, the parrot passing by, and under the leadership of Polly, Tommy found Dorrit, who had been dead for many years. At the same time, Rose, the Hit Queen's maid, comes to ask for help. Although Dorrit lives alone, still refuses to leave the manor. But Ross admitted that once the Queen dies, the Ministry of Finance will take back the title deeds to the manor. All animals will be driven out of the manor by then. But under the constant persuasion of Parrot Bowley, Dorrit, the benevolent healer, first he rescued the injured squirrel, and then promised Ross to go to Buckingham Palace to treat the Queen. Riding Ostrich Plimpton, Dorrit and his friends came to the palace. At this time, Dr. Mu Defu, who was in the same class as him, treating the Queen, and was quite surprised by his arrival. Fortunately, the screws opened the way for Dorrit throughout the process. Not the guards and ministers, Dolittle and his animals are in trouble. And through Puppy Shoe 1, and after asking about the octopus in the tank, Dolittle concluded, the Queen's serious illness was caused by a legendary nightshade flower. And if the poison cannot be detoxified before the next full moon, then the Queen will definitely die. According to the records in the book, only the fruits of the legendary Tree of Eden, only then can we detoxify the Queen. So before Dorrit left, he told Ross, "Don't let the Queen corrupt the food others send her," and secretly put his stick insects installed behind the picture frame in the Queen's bedroom. As expected, not long after Dorrit left, Lord Badgley so found Dr. Mulderford. Hope he takes a frigate to stop Dorrit because that's the only way. Only then can he take over the throne after the Queen's death. But Lord Badgley didn't expect, in order to cure Dorrit's heart disease, Dinu Pauli forced to pull Tommy back home after being driven home and let him catch up with Dorrit, who set off, and the boy joins. It will also completely change the outcome of this adventure. Although Dolittle, at first I couldn't accept this uninvited apprentice, but as an assistant who has been following Lily because of Wu Baoli's majesty and concern, finally let Dorrit compromise. And the smart and hard-working Tommy, not only did he conscientiously complete the tasks assigned by Dorrit, I also took the initiative to learn the language of small animals, not long after Tommy then spotted the warship following him. Dorrit, who was on high alert, immediately ordered, "Monkeys, ask for help!" It turns out that through the sonar system on the ship, Dorrit can call the nearby goldfish to help. And using the power generated by goldfish, the originally slow-sailing ship suddenly overran the warship, left behind. Mulderford, who was in charge of the command, ordered the soldiers to fire the cannon, flying cannonballs. It also happened to hit the collar on the diving suit. God! So the frightened Xing Xing immediately let go of his hand. Seeing that Dorrit is about to sink into the sea, Tommy reacted quickly and rushed forward, and with the help of polar bears, the two successfully rescued Dorrit from the sea. Tommy comes to the rescue, suddenly changed Dorrit's view of him, and found that Tommy had, after mastering the basic language of communication with animals, he realized this child is loved from the bottom of his heart. All living things in nature. That night, Dorrit told Tommy her plan. That's when they're about to go to the outlaws' gathering island, Monteverde. Then steal away from there and head to Eden, Yuan's voyage diary. However, during Dorrit's adventure with Lily, the king who once offended the island and the navigation diary in Lily's hand, after her death, it became the king's most authentic collection. After climbing the island's spire, Dorrit sneaked in with the help of Dragonfly. hire a local ant family to unlock the door in the tunnel leading to the secret room, installed a fence that Dorrit cannot pass through. So Tommy volunteered and crossed the railings to the king's bedroom. In the room of this king who likes to keep lions, Tommy, who has excellent skills, successfully opened the mechanism and entered the secret room where the diary was stored. But the dragonfly keeps flying, but woke up the sleeping lions. So as the king wakes up, Tommy and Dorrit were also quickly captured. While being imprisoned in a cell, Tommy also learns about Dorrit, the feud with the king, that is the dead explorer Lily. She turned out to be the king's beloved daughter, and with Lily's death, Ridgeon also became the king's mourner, the only thought of the princess. In order to punish Dorrit for kidnapping Lily, the king locked him in a cell and released the berry, the tiger Dolittle abandoned here. And Tommy, who had nowhere to go, was forced to become a member of the island just to rescue the trapped Dorrit. Tommy then asked Dragonfly to notify crew members on board. The animals who got the news immediately rushed over. First, they used explosives. It attracted the attention of the king and others. Then rushed to the cell. Rescue Dorrit, who is in danger. But Baoli is obviously no match for Barry. So as the parrot was injured, Orangutan worried about Doctor. He actually tore open the iron fence and rushed in, and finally overcame his fear and defeated Barry, successfully rescued Dorrit. At the same time, Tommy, who stayed in the restaurant, also sneaked into the secret room again, pour out the unattended diary. But when he excitedly took the diary to the dock, but he didn't expect that Pollitt had been kidnapped by Mulderford. So as the diary was taken away by Mulderford, Dolittle's ship was also sunk by British artillery fire. Seeing that the early efforts fell short, Dolittle was so shocked that he chose to give up. Although Tommy tries to encourage Dorrit with Lily, but Dorrit, who has lost her faith, still can't let go. Until the king overheard the conversation between the two, just learned about Dorrit, just to fulfill Lily's wish to find the sacred tree. So the king chose to temporarily forgive Dorrit and provided him with a ship. With the help of the king and the goldfish, a group of people drive a broken ship. Mudford's route was located, but after arriving at that magical island, Dolittle was once again captured by Mulderford and others. It turns out that after Mulderford got the diary, still haven't found the legendary Art of Eden. So he hoped that by questioning Dorrit, find the answer to this question. But with the appearance of the fire dragon guarding the magic, Muldev's army was quickly wiped out. Dorrit, who was destroyed and caught by the fire dragon, by telling the story of himself and Lily, finally gained the trust of the fire dragon. After discovering that the fire dragon was sick, Dorrit and his animal friends actively treated him, let the recovered fire dragon look at Dorrit with admiration, and decided to help him realize his long-held wish. With the help of the fire dragon, Dolittle finally saw the legendary Tree of Eden, and he then sent his wife's photo and wedding ring left under the tree and worked with my friends to get the fruit, the other side. The dying queen is about to take her last breath, and Lord Badgley, he also pretended to invite the Pope. Final mourning ceremony for the queen. But at this moment, Polar Bear suddenly led everyone into the queen's bedroom. In the face of Lord Badgley, who tried to stop him, Dolittle adopts the strategy of attacking in the east and attacking in the west. Let Tommy drink the juice from the Garden of Eden, squeezed into the queen's mouth. Under the magical curative effect of juice, the queen, who was originally on the verge of death, quickly turned her back on herself. And Dorrit also found the stick insect and uncovered the real culprit who poisoned the queen. Seeing that his conspiracy has been exposed, the angry lord tried to make a final resistance, but he is already old and is no match for everyone. So as the lord was arrested, Queen of Recovery, thanks again to Dolittle for your help. Finally, this adventure allowed Dorrit to officially take Tommy in, and the kind-hearted child also got the queen's admiration, made Rose's admiration. So, as the manor opened its doors again to welcome guests, Dorrit, also with Tommy's help, became that magical veterinarian again.